Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, everybody knows that the Egyptian army is the biggest and the strongest army in North Africa and the whole of the African continent, but that wasn't always the case. Actually, there were no soldiers during the Pharaoh times, prehistoric era. Egyptians were mainly farmers. They didn't need any organized army to defend themselves because they were actually defended by the natural borders of the country, which was mainly the desert. So if the Pharaoh actually wanted to go to war or people to defend their country, he would ask the farmers and not actually have any soldiers.
Indeed, Hani, but that wasn't the case. Eventually, as the Hyksos people located near northern Egypt became more organized and they conquered Lower Egypt using chariots and advanced weapons, the Egyptians knew that that was the time that they needed an army. They learned how to make powerful chariots and gathered a strong army with infantry, archers, and charioteers. They eventually took Lower Egypt back from the Hyksos. And in the upcoming feature, we will learn more about the history of the army in ancient Egypt.
The Egyptian army is the most ancient army known to mankind. The army was the first formed after ancient Egyptian pharaoh of the first dynasty, King Narmer, unified Egypt in the year 3200 BC. Dozens of centuries later, the modern Egyptian army was established during the rule of Muhammad Ali Pasha, who is considered to be the founder of modern Egypt. Muhammad Ali formed an army of purely Egyptian soldiers for the very first time after a long period during which the Egyptian army was a monopoly of non-Egyptians, especially the Mamluks. Egypt is forever preserved by men who know no fear. Men who do not accept defeat and who refuse to surrender. Egypt is protected by men who pledged to defend their homeland against domestic enemies and foreign foes. The men of the Egyptian armed forces all stand united under one heart, one soul, and one goal.